What's up everybody, ArrgThePirate here, and today we're going to play a little Mercury in the jungle. Now, he's an absolute blast, guys. I really like him. He's quick, and if you can land his skill shots, oh man, you can just flip a fight completely, but we're still kind of struggling doing that. Now, I'm starting out with the speed buff, and luckily my solo laner, Wukong, was able to help me out with that. I'm going to then kind of head to his lane. He'll push his lane, and then hopefully we can go get his mana buff. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you do this, so guys, I'm still learning. But you know, I've kind of seen a lot of people doing that, where you know, you go help him with his lane. Once his lane gets set and pushing in the right direction, then you help down his buff with him. You can see I'm kind of waiting around for him to head over here, but I go ahead and down his buff for him. Hopefully he'll go over and take it, and then I'm going to rotate to see if I can actually help get a kill somewhere. Now, I have not played just a whole lot in the jungle yet. You know, guys, I've been kind of jumping around from, you know, game mode to game mode and things like that. And so I haven't just spent a whole lot of time in the jungle. I've been really trying to play a warrior match in that solo lane. I haven't played a whole lot of warriors, and you know, I haven't even came out with a warrior video yet, but I keep getting DCs, or you know, I'm not able to pick the hero that I want, and that's the case for this. I wasn't able to actually pick up a warrior, but that's quite alright. We end up rotating onto this ADC, and oh, if I was just level 3, we could get that stun off. Feels bad, but hey, we end up wrapping up that kill. I'm gonna go ahead and dip out now, and hopefully we can, you know, kind of get everything situated. I need to back to base. You know, I'm very, very low. That's definitely one thing I have learned. If your health is in red, get back to base. It's going to take like one hit to kill you from pretty much anybody. So get back to base when you are low. Now, Mercury's abilities are absolutely awesome. His first ability is Major Look, and it's his number one. It's his damage dealing ability, and he puts a kind of an AoE circle on the ground. It's not very big, but he dashes forward, does his damage, and then gets out. Now, that Made You Look, it doesn't displace you. It's just kind of a ranged attack for a melee hero. And guys, it's awesome. It does quite a bit of poke damage when you get a little higher up, but you are an assassin. You crank out the damage. The next one is Maximum Velocity. It's his 2. It's really just a speed buff, and you also get some attack speed with it. 3 is Special Delivery, and this ability is awesome. You dash forward, and if you hit an enemy, they kind of swirl around, and it's basically a stun. And you can see, I try to go in there. It can be used as an escape, but, you know, using it offensively is absolutely awesome. And then, lastly, we have Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom is his ultimate, and it just cranks out the damage. You dash in a straight line, and it's awesome, but it is a skill shot, guys, and I'm not very skilled, so I miss it a handful of times this match, but we do have some pretty good plays with it. Now, one thing to note about Sonic Boom is you do not run around obstacles. If you hit a wall, you stop, and we're about to see that here. I thought I would actually just kind of run around this obstacle in a straight line, but it definitely did not work that way. You see, I'm charging that ultimate up, and then boom. I thought I'd just kind of run around that, but I definitely got stuck, and oh, it feels bad. I'm trying to make it over to maybe salvage something, and I end up going down. You know, I shouldn't have dove that tower at all, but I really did think that that ultimate would just kind of run around that small little obstacle. But you can see, if you hit anything, you stop. And it feels bad, man. I took a ton of tower damage, and, you know, it ended up going down. That was bad. Now, once I spawn back in, I'm going to go ahead and kind of work on my jungle a little bit. I head over towards our duo lane, and I see a couple of enemies here. So, hey, we're going to go ahead, get them stunned. I wanted to chase down that ADC, or whoever that the support, I'm not sure which is which, but we ended up taking out their ADC. I believe that was their ADC. So, you know, hey, great. We're able to take him out and then just get this lane pushing, and, you know, hopefully it gets set up to where ADC can get back in lane and, you know, farm, do his thing. From here, we're just going to kind of rotate around. Our ADC is actually taking out the damage buff, so I'm going to assist him in that. Now, it's my understanding that the ADC does not, you know, it's not, they do not take the buff, but they really should leave the damage buff for the mid laner. you kind of go for jungle is your speed, mana is for your solo, void is for your guardian, and then damage is for your mid laner. And then at ADC, you know, they crank out damage, but they're kind of weak in the beginning, so they don't necessarily need that buff quite as much as someone like the mid laner that, you know, just cranks out damage. Now we go for that special delivery there. Oh, it feels bad, man. We were just a little bit too late on it. We would have definitely got that kill, but no big deal. I'm going to go ahead, get that lane pushing, and then I'm going to back off. Now, again, guys, in Smite, it's very dangerous to be under tower early on. You know, the towers hit very hard in the beginning, and it's very, very easy to get ganked. You know, there's so many ways that the enemies can come there. So I've kind of found just kind of push that lane and then rotate. You know, that's really how I've been playing the solo lane. Our Wukong is being a little aggressive and, you know, trying to down that tower, but that's quite all right. Now, I don't know Wukong's abilities, and we'll see that here in a little bit. I just don't really know exactly what he does yet, and, you know, that does affect the way that I play around that hero, because, you know, hey, if I knew you've got decent sustain or something like that, you know, I would do things differently. We'll see that here in a little bit, guys. But from here, I'm actually going to head to our duo lane, and hopefully maybe just prevent this from, you know, going down. We end up missing that ultimate. Oh, feels bad, man. But hey, we're trying to do some work, you know, get these heroes off. I get body blocked by the minions there. Oh, feels bad. And then our ADC ends up showing up, which is nice. You know, maybe we can make something happen, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and back off, which is fine. You know, that lane's set how it is. Let's go ahead and back up, and then we can, you know, go back to base, pick up another item, and then hopefully have an impact elsewhere. Now from here, I'm just kind of looking around the map, seeing what we need to do, clearing out camps, and then I notice this enemy's taking out the oracles. And, you know, hey, we want to prevent that, but we're not able to prevent her from taking out the oracles, but we wrap this kill up. So, you know, that's awesome. We take her out, and, you know, eliminating the enemy jungler, that's huge. From here, you know, again, we're just kind of looking for things to do. You can see our mid laners, he's backing off a mid lane, so we don't want to mess with the mid lane right now. I'm actually going to head over to that duo lane. Hopefully we can actually get a root on this god and, you know, help Wukong take her out. And, you know, that's what we tried. We missed our stun again, guys. Oh, it feels bad. But we're able to chase her off. I'm going to go ahead and just dive this tower. And, you know, I was trying to get that ultimate off. I was thinking maybe we could kill her, but it's just not worth it. I'm going to now down this mana camp on the enemy side. You know, we should be able to take this out, and I just go ahead and grab it since, you know, why not? And then I head back to that duo lane. Hopefully we can get our stun this time. Sure enough, we hit that, and hopefully me and Wukong can actually take her out. Now, I'm super bloodthirsty. Oh, she's gotten away. I want to get her. I want to get her so bad, guys. And with Wukong hitting her, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And so we end up getting our stun, and we take her out. We end up going down for it, but hey, we freed that lane up to push. You know, Wukong will hopefully be able to get a little bit of an impact on that tower. You know, it's never a good idea to trade deaths like that. But hey, you know, I'm going for it. Now, I did use Deck Builder or Item Builder or God Builder to actually put on this deck. So this is my own deck. I'm trying it out. You know, I don't know if it's good or not. Transcendence needs to be stacked up, so that's why I picked that item up first, and, you know, hopefully that works out for me. Guys, I'm trying my best to really learn the items and, you know, kind of come up with good guides, things like that. I just need a little bit more time, and hopefully I can get those guides out for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all really would like some guides. Now from here, I'm just kind of doing my thing, you know, running around, clearing jungle camps. I'm not picking up that mana buff, you know, I want to leave that for our solo laner, and then I'm going to head to mid lane. We end up getting that stun off, or that ultimate off, and then We're going to take out that Poseidon. Oh, feels awesome. You know, he did immune that stun. If he wouldn't immune that stun, we'd have taken him out with it. But, hey, no problem. And just a little chase, and we're able to take him out. I'm now going to head to our duo lane. You know, hopefully we can have an impact here. Yeah, you know, there is some enemy presence. They end up immuning that rush again. Oh, feels bad, man. But, hey, we ended up taking out one of them, which... You know, that's absolutely awesome. We end up taking out their ADC. We go down, but hey, we ended up getting an awesome triple kill. It ends up being 4 people down. You know, this is absolutely huge. At, you know, 13, 14 minutes into the match, you know, great play all around for our team, and hopefully we can get some progress on a tower. Now, once I spawn back in, you know, again, put on those items, head back to lane or head back to the jungle, kind of look around. I've been kind of running towards that solo side just because that's where my buff is. But, you know, hey, we've got some presence in mid. Let's head over there, try to make something happen. Now, I don't know that guy's name. The teleporter guy. There's so many times, guys, whenever I go in for ability and he hits that stun and it ruins my ability. Oh, it feels bad. But we wrap that kill up, no problem at all. I'm now going to pick up this jungle camp on the side. You know, you can see that damage, 871, guys. We're starting to hit harder and harder, which is absolutely awesome. That's exactly what we want. I'm now going to head to our solo lane, get this lane pushing in the right direction. You know, we might even be able to down this tower with 2 of the enemies down, and then you can see that 3rd enemy being chased, and then they end up securing that kill. I'm just going to go in on this tower. You know, the enemy's pretty staggered right now, and they've got a lot of things to deal with. That mid lane's being attacked. You know, hopefully my lane stays all right, and sure enough, we're able to take that out. Head back to our jungle and do some work. Now, from here, I'm going to, again, head over, just kind of clean up my jungle, and then I see something's going down in our duo lane. I'm going to try to get over there as quickly as possible. Now, I did not really intend to fight all this. I wanted to get out, and then we ended up getting dove, but my team's showing back up, so hopefully we can make something happen. We end up getting absolutely destroyed by that ultimate from that guy, and then we couldn't make it out. I was really not intending to fight that. I wanted our ADC to get out, but with that team collapse, you know, it'd have been nice to actually make a play happen, but unfortunately we went down, and we weren't able to take one of them with us, so, you know, feels bad, man, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you die. It's no big deal. Now, one good thing about dying is I'm constantly able to pick up my speed buff, guys, and, you know, I'm actually participating in the jungle, picking up these buffs. You know, the jungle's really fun in Smite. I prefer it over the jungle in Paragon. Yeah, the jungle in Smite is just so much fun to, you know, mess around with, everything like that. I'm chasing this enemy, and I see, yeah, I'm chasing way too far. We're not going to be able to catch up. And let's go ahead and rotate over. You know, there's some stuff going down, and my team did a phenomenal job. But hey, with those couple of deaths, if we're all healthy enough, we might be able to go in on that Gold Fury or something like that. I just want to make sure I can get over there and hopefully wrap these other kills up. Now, I'm going to come in from behind the tower, and guys, this is why I'm saying it's so easy to be ganked in this game. And you can see me here, get that ultimate off. We're able to take one of them out with us, and then, you know, hey, I try to do a little work, but, you know, I'm very, very weak. And that's one thing about the junglers that it's going to take a little bit to get used to. Those assassin heroes, they do a lot of damage, but man, they take a lot of damage. And we weren't able to take down that hero. You know, she's got tons of sustain, guys. But is what it is, no problem. My ADC was able to get out, and, you know, from here, let's go back to our jungle. I am pretty low, but, you know, I might be able to go pick up a jungle camp before I back, something like that. Now, I go ahead and drop our damage and our void buff, and I do let my team know, you know, I back to base. I say, hey, I dropped them for y'all. Y'all just got to run over there and pick them up. And then I'm actually going to head over back towards that lane, but, you know, there's no reason to be over there. I can't deal with that, but I can go possibly help Wukong. Now, we end up getting a little bit of a gank, and I'm able to ult, and we do a ton of damage to this scorpion tail chick. I don't know what she is, guys. So we do a ton of damage to her. We're able to take her out, but I cannot mess with Bologna, I think her name is. I've actually played her a couple of times. I'm not very good with her, but she seems like she's got a fairly easy kit. It's just kind of learning the different things of a solo lane. I just have not mastered a solo lane yet, but my portal guy's doing work. Oh man, this guy hits hard, guys, and you can see those little ball things that he throws that kind of sweep in. If he catches you with both of them, you're dead. You're dead. And you can see, oh man, he did a great job there. GG, my dude. That was awesome plays. Now we spawn back in. You know, we're getting our build up, guys. You know, we're working pretty well, and hopefully we can just continue to roll. I'd love to get to max build and really see what this deck that this item, I don't know what it's called, the items that I'm using. I'd love to see what they can do. Now I do end up getting my ultimate there, and this guy, he's great with the relics, man. And he ends up actually getting out of that. You know, feels bad. And then we're chasing Scorpion Chick down. You know, I preemptively put that down, but hey, she walked right back into Hades' deal. We're able to take her out, and then, you know, Poseidon's here, and their ADC's here. You know, I gotta get out, though. I'm taking so much damage, guys. And so, you know, hey, I'm dipping out. I've got speed buff. I should be able to get away. And now, y'all gotta tell me, I've got this potion thing where you get 3. I used all 3 of them. That's a bad idea, right? Like, you don't actually get 3 potions on top of one another. You just get the 1, and it just refreshes the timer. I would assume that's how it's working. I tried it there. It didn't look like I got more health regen, but I was just wondering. Now, we end up heading back towards that fight. You know, it's still kind of going on, and I want to head over there, but there's a ton of enemies here. I go ahead and stun this chick, but, you know, hey, we need to get out. You know, yeah, they're collapsing. We gotta get out of this situation. I use that high velocity, and, you know, hopefully we can get out. Sure enough, we are able to. Wukong actually does a great job and ends up taking out someone while, you know, we're in a fight over here, which is awesome, but he's kind of caught out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my ultimate, stun everybody, and then, you know, get out. I got deleted. That was a terrible idea, guys. You know, I was using my ultimate more defensively than offensively. Don't do that. It doesn't work how you want it to. And sure enough, yeah, you know, Hades, or Poseidon, I think, you know, hit me with that ultimate, and boom, we're dead. You know, I would really like to see my team get out of this situation that they're in. Hopefully they can both survive. You know, our portal guys, he's almost dead, but, you know, yeah, hopefully they get out and we can continue going forward. You know, this fight was, even though we are on staggered deaths, or, you know, we got a couple of deaths and our ADC went down, it's just not the end. You know, we got into a fight. Let's kind of back off and reset. Now, once we spawn back in, of course, we're going to head back, you know, wherever my team needs help, that's where we need to be. I start heading to the mid lane, and Scorpion Chick shows up, and she's a goner. Sure enough, look at that, 600 damage. Oh, man, feels good. And then I'm going to go ahead, charge my ultimate up. As soon as that wall goes down, I miss them both. Feels bad. But, hey, you know, hopefully this isn't the end. Hopefully we can wrap a couple of these kills up. But, you know, that caster's ultimate, you know, Poseidon's ultimate does work, guys. And it deleted our tank. You know, that's unfortunate, but hey, let's split off of that situation. You know, we need to get our deaths. You know, we need to kind of all be alive at the same time. Quit getting in these engagements. That's killing us. I head over to our solo lane, get that lane pushing. Even though Wukong was there, you know, I want to avoid as much tower damage as I can. And then I end up heading back to mid. I did not realize that our mid laner backed as well. And look at that, guys. Oh, man, we just delete Poseidon. Me and our ADC, Apollo, I believe. He didn't stand a chance, guys. And then from here, again, we're just kind of looking for things to do. You know, we need to kind of pay attention to our jungle a little bit more, and, you know, really just kind of keep an eye on the map. If we see a fight going down, something like that, we need to be there. Now we do get into a little poke match with their scorpion chick, and apparently, like, she can, I don't know, grab you and pull you around, so that's something to be aware of. I don't know who she is or what she can do. I'm slowly learning, guys, but I do see Apollo going in on the Gold Fury, so I'm going to head over there and help him out. Now, the enemy team does head over. Luckily, we were able to take it out, but, you know, guys, Gold Fury, same with the Fire Giant. These buffs should not be soloed. You know, you want to have your team there so they can help you secure those type of things. Now, the Scorpion chick is here. You know, I thought we were going to have a lot more follow-up with our team, but you can see, we didn't. We end up taking her out, but, you know, my team's kind of peeled off, and our tank is, he's caught out. I'm just going to have to let him go. You know, we had a Apollo there. You know, I thought we would have a little bit more help with that, but unfortunately, you know, you can't play for your teammates. But from here, I'm going to head over to our solo lane and help deal with Bologna. And, you know, with two of us here, me and Wukong, we should be able to take her out. Now, we do get a stun on her, and she ends up throwing down her ultimate, and I definitely need to figure out what her ultimate does, because she is unkillable. And, I mean, she's cranking out the damage. But I'm kind of staying in, you know, with me and Wukong here. Hopefully we can make something happen. I did miss that stun again. Oh, feels bad. And this is what I was talking about, guys. Like, Wukong's very, very low, and I'm going, okay, do I need to come help you deal with her? like, and then I end up going down. You know, feels bad. I really wish he would have got out of that situation, but he ends up actually killing her. So I just don't know the different heroes' abilities. I was really hoping that, you know, hey, he'd back up and it'd be okay. But, yeah, he stayed in that fight. And yeah, I really need to learn the different heroes so that doesn't happen again. Now, once I spawn back in, we do have a bit of a situation in mid lane. So, of course, I've got to, you know, I'm the jungler. I got to do my job and help support my team getting those kills. And I'm just going to get mid lane pushing in the right direction. And then I kind of head that way. You can see I'm charging up that ultimate, but, you know, nothing happened. So, hey, let's back out of that. I'm going to then head over to my speed camp. I end up picking my speed camp up, and then I see situation again. So, I got that ultimate charged. I'm going to get close enough, and boom! We end up using that ultimate. And I don't know if we hit anybody with it or not. Like, we went all the way across the map, but we end up getting that stun on Scorpion Chick, and we melt her, guys. Oh, we melted her. Oh, it feels awesome. And then, you know, hey, we've got a little bit of a team collapse with this ADC. We're able to take him out as well. And you see there's a huge fight going down. You know, I need to do my part, keep those enemies stunned. But, guys, we got to get out of this. You know, we're kind of going in staggered like that. You know, we don't have a whole lot of support there. We got a couple of kills, and it'd be nice to just for everybody to get out. Now, I do get another stun on, their support. I have no idea what she is. But holy moly, all that damage, we didn't do anything to her. Of course, me and our support, you know, we're both doing work. But yeah, it just wasn't happening. So, you know, it is a bit unfortunate. But hey, no problem. We need to back off of this situation. I really would like our Guardian to leave. But hey, he stayed in. And then sure enough, we're able to go in on these heroes. Now, I cannot do anything to this chick. So, I just switch targets, and then, you know, maybe we can deal with her afterwards. And sure enough, we've got a huge team collapse. And we're going to be able to take her out. We do miss that charge, but hey, no problem. We're going to get her. Sure enough, we finally do. You know, 4 people chasing her down. Oh, man. But hey, let's go ahead, push mid lane. We should be able to get some kind of progress here. And, you know, I see their team kind of show up, and I'm going, we should just back off. You know, it is 4v2, but we should just back off. It's definitely not the time to do it. And, yeah, you know, it's not looking good at all. But, you know, I'll go ahead, charge that ultimate up. I'm thinking maybe I can use that stun, but I am very, very low. You know, again, we're kind of trying to position ourselves to where we can have the best impact. I go in and we're able to kind of get this ultimate off, take those couple of heroes out, and, you know, boom. Great job. I end up stunning Bologna again, and hey, we're making the plays, but, you know, they do have a hero showing up, and it's Poseidon. I know he will delete me, so I'm going to go ahead and get out. But my team's saying, hey, attack, attack, attack. So, I guess let's try. And we end up going in, and we get instantly deleted. You know, I knew this would happen. I knew better than this, guys. You know, when they have enemies under tower, you know, it's best just to back up and let them do that, because, yeah, that right there is going to happen every single time. But is what it is. Hopefully we can come back, make some more plays, and, you know, really have a better impact. Well, I don't feel we're doing too bad, but that was just such a needless death. Now, my team did end up picking up the flame guy, Pyromancer, I believe, the speed buff guy. They ended up picking him up, and you can see it activated right there. And I'm gonna head over, you know, Fire Giant, you know, the enemy team's going in on it, and boom! If that wall wouldn't have been there, we'd have got just such a great ultimate. It feels bad, but hey, no problem. Let's continue having a big impact in this team fight. Sure enough, we are able to get a kill there. That Bologna, she's under tower. We're able to take her out, and then I'm chasing down this chick. And again, I don't know this chick's name, but man, she's slippery, and I cannot kill her. But we end up taking 4 of them out there. You know, that's absolutely huge. And, you know, Fire Giant time now. You know, like this perfect time. You know, we could have done it earlier, but right now, this perfect time, just as good as any. And we're able to take it out pretty quickly. And you can see we've got our 3 damage dealers up, and we just absolutely melt him. From here, let's push a lane. You know, let's get a tower down. I see Apollo heading to mid, so I'm going to head over with him. You know, our caster, or our mage, I'm not exactly sure where he was going, but now's the time to, you know, push objectives. And sure enough, me and Apollo head over there. It just needed to be one shot, though. So he goes ahead and takes it out. And then, you know, again, we need to keep looking for those objectives. Now's really not the time we want to pick fights. We now, you know, with this buff, you know, we could pick fights, but it's really good time to do some structure damage and really secure those objectives. Now, sure enough, me and Apollo head over, and we're able to take out the oracles. We're able to take out Fury, the Gold Fury, and then the enemy team, they kind of show up in the jungle here. We get an awesome ultimate off, you know, on a couple of those guys, and it's going our way, guys. It's definitely going our way. We're able to take them out. Oh, it feels good, man. I love getting into these team fights. Oh, it's so fun getting into these big team fights like this. We're able to stun this whatever chick she is again, and we get that mage look on her. But you see, we don't do any damage to her, guys. I'm actually going to circle around and cut her off a little bit, but, you know, she's also got some pretty decent evade. And with me and Euler here, we're able to end up taking her out. Oh, it feels awesome, man. Getting into these team fights is so much fun. And in Smite, I feel that these team fights happen a lot more than they did in Paragon. There were a lot of solo or duo kills, but you get into these huge team fights, you know, every match, and they're just a lot of fun. Sometimes they're very one-sided, but still, it's just so much fun working as a team, getting into these fights. I'm having an absolute blast doing it, too. Now, one thing I didn't know is you can just kind of dive towers. You see, that's what we're doing here. Our Euler, whatever it is. I'm not sure of his name. The snowman guy. He's just tanking these towers, guys. He's like, there's no shield. You don't have to have minions in there or anything. He's just going in, tanking towers. Now, I didn't realize he left, and it, of course, hit me with the tower. We end up taking down the Phoenix, but we go down there. You know, I didn't know he left, or I probably would have got out myself. But hey, getting 2 Phoenixes like that, and then we end up getting a double kill. You know, so it's still a 3-for-3 match with 2 of their Phoenixes down. That's a huge play. Now the enemy team ends up surrendering, and you know, is what it is. I'm gonna just leave this clip in here. You know, this was a very, very fun match. Mercury is a lot of fun to play, guys. And again, I would highly recommend checking him out, but you are pretty squishy, so you know, definitely be careful. You know, just know that, hey, you can do a lot of damage, but you sure take a lot. Guys, I'm having an absolute blast with Smite, and I really hope y'all join me. Feel free to add me, ATP or all capital, ArrgThePirate, one word, and hey, let's play some. Well, if you did enjoy, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, and as always, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.